There is an entire industry online built on selling you methods that do not work, taught by people who do not even use them. I am calling it exactly what it is, sovereignty scamming. And before I break down a single method, I need to address the energy this entire space has been built on, because that energy is a part of the scam. So much of what gets taught in this community comes from a place of fear and desperation, like you are trying to escape something, like there is a secret door out of the system if you just find the right paperwork. I need to tell you the truth. There is no escape from this system. We live in a capitalistic society that operates under commercial law, contract law, and trust law. That is the actual structure we live inside of, every single one of us, and no document changes that fact. What actually does change everything is understanding the distinction between public and private and learning to operate as entities that you create and control, deciding how they function and what they protect. That is not an escape. That is mastery. And mastery does not come from fear. It comes from knowledge applied correctly. DTB does not teach or endorse any of the methods I am about to break down. None of them. Let's get into why. Number 1. The secured party creditor process. This claims that by filing a UCC-1 financing statement against your legal name, you become a secured creditor with priority claim over your own debts and gain control over a secret account supposedly created at your birth. Here is what's actually real. There is a legal you and a real you. The legal name is a public record construct used to identify you within civil and commercial systems. The real you is the living man or woman behind that name. That distinction is foundational, but understanding that distinction is not the same as believing you can file a document and disappear from the system entirely. Pseudo-legal theory claims you can separate yourself from your legal name through redemption procedures and become free of the rule of law. Courts have rejected this directly. In the federal bankruptcy case in Hill, the court found this theory has been widely rejected by courts across the country, describing it as the basis of fraudulent debt elimination schemes. Uniform Commercial Code Article 9 requires an actual transaction with real collateral and real consideration between two separate consenting parties. Filing against your own legal name creates no enforceable interest in the courts. A UCC-1 financing statement is only a public notice. It does not discharge debt. DTB does not teach this. What we teach is using your legal name and your private structure as two distinct, properly operated entities, not running from one to hide in the other. Number 2, accept it for value. A4V claims you can discharge a bill by writing accept it for value and returning it, drawing from a secret treasury account created at birth. This is the part of the redemption movement, a fraudulent pseudo-law ideology built on the claim that a secret fund exists for every citizen despite a complete lack of actual legal basis. People who promote these schemes have faced actual criminal charges and imprisonment, and government institutions, including the FBI, have issued warnings about their fraudulent nature. I myself have tried this years ago. It looked like it worked until it came back and nearly cost me my bank account. I was operating from fear and urgency, looking for an exit. There is no exit. There is only correct structure. DTB does not teach except for value. Now I want you guys to ask yourself a question. Why does everybody who teach in this field have a prior criminal history? That's a good question to ask. Number 3, discharging debt through a secret treasury account. Same myth, different packaging. This is the foundational redemption movement claim, and it has never been verified by any government institution because it does not exist. DTB does not teach this. We teach how to authenticate and use your actual documents with real private structure, not chase a fictional account. Number 4, securitizing your own money. Some teach that you can securitize your own currency through private declaration. Real securitization is governed by federal securities law under the Securities Act of 1933 and the Securities Exchange Act of 1934, requiring actual underlying assets and registered regulated entities. You cannot self-securitize debt through paperwork. DTB does not teach this. Number 5, filing fraudulent 1099s with the Treasury. This scheme files 1099 OID forms claiming fictional withholding to trigger a large refund. Under 26 U.S.C. Section 6702, a person who files a return based on a position the Secretary has identified as frivolous is subject to a $5,000 civil penalty, and the IRS has determined these filings may be subject to fraud penalties under Section 6663. People have faced actual federal prosecution. DTB does not teach this in any form. Number 6. Indentured trustee letters. This method sends letters declaring an official, which is an indentured trustee, demanding compliance or claiming default. A trustee relationship requires actual consent and acceptance of fiduciary duty. It cannot be unilaterally imposed. These letters carry no binding authority. DTB does not teach this. Number 7. Sending registered mail. Silence equals acceptance. This claims that sending registered mail that is met with silence creates binding agreement. Restatement 2nd of Contracts, Section 69, establishes that silence does not operate as acceptance, protecting a party from being forced into a contract by an unsolicited offer. An offeror cannot simply declare that silence equals acceptance and create a binding contract the other party never intended to enter. Real remedy comes from genuine mutual agreement or from statute, not from manufactured silence. DTB does not teach this. Number 8. Social Security number as a bank account number. This claims that you can pay bills using your Social Security number as an account number. No banking regulation supports this. Routing and account numbers come exclusively from chartered financial institutions. This results in default. DTB does not teach this. Number 9. Using $10 post office money orders to pay off thousands of dollars in debts. This claims postal money orders are secretly gold-backed beyond their printed value. A USPS money order is worth exactly its face value. No Treasury regulation says otherwise. Creditors are not obligated to accept it as full payment. DTB does not teach this. Number 10. Going to the bank to receive a medallion signature that is guaranteed to discharge debt. This claims a bank's medallion stamp discharges debt. A medallion guarantee only certifies a signature is genuine for securities transfers. It creates no payment obligation and has nothing to do with debt discharge. DTB does not teach this. Number 11. Car contract rescission. This claims you can cancel a car loan anytime under the Truth in Lending Act. The federal right of rescission does not apply to auto loans because vehicle loans are purchase money security interests where the loan buys the collateral itself, and the Truth in Lending Act specifically excludes this, a point consistently upheld by courts. Rescission applies narrowly to certain home secured transactions under 15 U.S.C. Section 1601 and Regulation Z. Attempting this on a vehicle results in repossession. I know because I've tried this and had my car repossessed. DTB does not teach this. Here is what I need every person watching this to sit with. We are not trying to escape the system. We are not hiding from it. We are not running from fictional accounts or secret loopholes. We live inside a commercial contract-based, trust-based legal structure, and that is simply the reality of where we exist. The power is not in pretending that reality does not apply to you. The power is in understanding it so completely that you can operate within it as your own properly structured entity, deciding what that entity protects and how it functions. There is law in place to protect your rights right now. Real consumer protection statute, real due process, real remedies that agencies and creditors can be held accountable to when they violate them. That is not theory. That is enforceable law, and it works precisely because you understand it and you use it correctly. This is also exactly why the principle exists that ignorance of the law is no excuse, not because the system is trying to trap you, but because you are expected and entitled to know the law that governs your life. That knowledge is not something to fear, it is something to claim. The healthiest question a student can ask is, what happened to the teacher after decades of using their own method? If someone claims that they've defeated the IRS, defeated the courts, or defeated government authority, but then they have repeated losses, injunctions, imprisonment, sanctions, contempt filings, or followers who go to prison, that is worth paying attention to, because results matter. A teacher doesn't have to be perfect. A teacher can have made mistakes. A teacher can even have a criminal record and still teach valuable things. But if a person claims a method is virtually foolproof and then the documented track record shows repeated failures by both the teacher and the followers, that's a legitimate reason to question their method altogether. So what does DTB actually teach? We teach lawful private trust formation, properly drafted, funded, and operated. We teach status correction grounded in documented, defensible process. We teach consumer rights under real statute, including the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act and Truth in Lending Act, used the way they are actually written. We teach proper UCC application for legitimate trust funding, not self-filed fiction. Every part of it is sourced from real statute and real case law built to hold under real scrutiny. So in closing, you do not need to escape anything. You need to know the law well enough that no one can use your ignorance of it against you, and well enough that you can build real lasting protection within it. That is sovereignty, not fear, not desperation, but knowledge applied correctly. If you are ready to learn this the right way, everything you need is linked in the description box below. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe, like this video, and share it with others. I will see you guys in the next video. Much gratitude.